Just talking about change isn't going to do it. We've all heard it, we've all done it ourselves, right? We want something to be different in our lives. We want to be better, improve. But without the action, the words mean very little. One model that I work with very closely in embracing inner strength into your life is PERMA, P-E-R-M-A. It's pretty simple. Positive emotion, engagement, relationships, meaning, and achievement. There is a V on the end of that too now, which means vitality. So we bring all these things together to create that sense of vitality, that life force. It really all starts with a decision to change. It's a mindset shift that you want to put the action into those words and make the changes necessary to really embrace this new way of living, this new way of being. But back to PERMA itself, you don't have to start with P, positive emotion, and end with the sense of achievement. You can start anywhere along that spectrum. Why? Because the model itself has redundancies built in. So if one day you're not feeling particularly positive, go into the relationships or the engagement and it will bring it all round and bring it together. So let's just start with the P, positive emotion. In and of itself, it is unsustainable. You can't just be positive all the time. It's tiring, let's face it. And we have good days and bad days. So it's just about managing that. Into the E, the engagement side of things. When you're engaged in a thing, when you're with that, when you're at one with the music, so to speak, that sense of engagement and being really into the task or into the conversation or book for that matter, you do have that sense of positive emotion. So therefore the system, that it becomes a very binary thing. They work. What if one thing is not working? Into the relationships, right? So the positive emotion and the engagement supports the relationships. Now the relationships themselves, when we work in this model of strength, when we come from a place of good intention, the relationships become deeper and more authentic. So what that can do is the current situation in your life, perhaps there's some negative relationships in your life that you want to be done with. As you work through the PERMA process, as you become the person you are born to be, the positive emotions get in there and the engagement side of things, so you're at one with the music, the relationships become a lot more authentic, and the negative relationships or the inauthentic relationships that are in your life no longer feature. Moving on to the M, which is meaning. Now meaning and spirituality are very close. My belief here is that spirituality is what brings meaning to your life, and being spiritual is sharing that meaning with others. And that incorporates the engagement in the things that you love and also the people that you love and care for. The meaning in your life could be around your work, your family, it could be your church or your religious affiliations. The point being is that having a sense of meaning, understanding there is something bigger than yourself that you are working toward, helps you to create that positive emotion. There are people involved in that too, so there are the relationships, and of course there's that engagement in that whole process as well. And then there's A, the sense of achievement. Now there's a little bit of to and fro around this one. Some people think that the sense of achievement is selfish and it's not really for the greater good and it's not really going to help you hold on to positive emotion. However, it's in the model for a reason. Like I said earlier, there are redundancies built into this. Perhaps you're not particularly concerned about a sense of achievement, but that meaning is important to you, or the relationships, or the engagement in life, or vice versa. Perhaps the positive emotions aren't necessarily a feature for you, but the sense of achievement is there, and it gives you that. That's what gives you that vitality. That's what gives you that life, brings up that life force for you. So take a moment to think about how PERMA, positive emotions, engagement, relationships, meaning, achievement, and of course vitality plays a part in your life.